In America alone, 300% increase in obesity, cancer at an all-time high, and 58 million reports of people suffering with mental illness? Why? The downfall of the human race, especially the first world country dwellers. Although from the outside everything looks fine and dandy, in this video, we'll delve into what is happening in the areas you can't see with the naked eye, across the whole world, minus maybe the North Sentinel Island, but they're still using spears, so let's not dwell on them too much. Firstly, back not too long ago in the 1970s, there was a lot less commercialized products including our food. If you wanted a steak, it would come from a butcher whom would source from a farmer for fresh meat. And if you wanted some milk, it would come a milkman whom would source it from a local cow farm, fresh. Nowadays, a lot of food products have become monopolized, made to generate revenue. And with this comes the need for cheaper production. To do this means importing food from overseas, detrimental to our health. Products like bread used to contain 4 ingredients, whereas now, if you go to your local shop and look at the ingredients of your loaf of bread, you will see ingredients into double figures. As well as this, a good business always aims to get repeat customers, and this is where the use of added sugar comes in, as humans become addicted to this, leading to cravings when going without. If you like your sweet things, see how you feel after cutting processed foods out of your diet. Often you will feel groggy and agitated, just like someone who is looking for their next hit. Many processed foods are high in sodium, contributing to high blood pressure and increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Chemical additives, such as artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, which can have adverse health effects and may contribute to behavioral issues in children. Emerging research suggests a diet high in processed foods may be linked to an increased risk of mental health issues, such as depression and anxiety. Moving on, well, as you'll come to learn, not so much moving in this section, a factor which can be argued more important to the downfall of us humans than the previous. Not so much the input, but the output. We all know the saying, healthy body, healthy mind. However, our lifestyles seem to show the contrary. Now we'll explore the reasoning for this and the impact it has had on all of us. Of course, the obvious one, technology. But how can something designed to make our lives easier make it so much more difficult? The proliferation of TV channels and streaming services has led to more people spending extended periods watching shows and movies. People's fascination with social media, games, and apps like Facebook, Instagram, and X can occupy significant amounts of time, keeping people glued to their screens, reducing the time spent on physical activities. Compared to 50 years ago and even 10 years ago, kids are much more likely to opt to play indoors on their iPads, rather than outside on their bikes. And the unfortunate outcome with this is that these habits often follow them into their adulthood. E-commerce allows people to shop from home, eliminating the need to walk through stores when everything they need is at the end of their fingertips. Apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash provide easy access to food without leaving the house, reducing trips to grocery stores or restaurants. Smart home devices like robotic vacuum cleaners, smart lights, and voice-activated assistants reduce the need for physical effort in what only a few years ago were normal everyday daily chores. It's not only at home we feel the adverse effects of technology, but the ease of it now has created a workforce built for sitting at desks all day with no need to move around, keeping everything as efficient as possible to generate as much revenue as possible. Modernization of the world, of efficiency and ease, has led to poor lifestyles on a human level, even when on paper everything seems to be pointing towards improvement. The body becomes more inflamed, stores more fat, and kills off healthy cells, all of which contribute to increased risk of diseases like diabetes, obesity, and cancer. A poor diet often lacks vital nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and fiber. This can lead to deficiencies that impair bodily functions and immune response. Inadequate nutrition during critical periods can affect physical and cognitive development, especially in children. Diets high in added sugars can lead to weight gain, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes. Consuming excessive amounts of trans fats and saturated fats can increase LDL cholesterol levels and decrease HDL cholesterol levels, leading to heart disease. Consuming more calories than the body needs leads to weight gain and obesity, which are risk factors for numerous chronic diseases. Excess body fat, particularly visceral fat around the organs, is associated with metabolic syndrome, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. Physical inactivity can lead to a lower metabolic rate, contributing to weight gain and obesity. Regular exercise strengthens the heart and improves circulation, reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Lack of exercise, on the other hand, weakens the cardiovascular system. Without regular exercise, muscles can weaken and atrophy, leading to reduced strength and endurance. Weight-bearing exercises help maintain bone density. Lack of movement can lead to osteoporosis and increased risk of fractures. Physical activity is known to release endorphins, which improve mood and reduce the risk of depression and anxiety. Sedentary behavior is linked to higher rates of these mental health issues. Regular exercise improves cognitive function and reduces the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Physical activity promotes regular bowel movements and reduces the risk of constipation and related digestive issues. Exercise positively influences the gut microbiome, which plays a crucial role in overall health and disease prevention. Physical activity and a healthy diet have a huge influence on mental health by regulating neurotransmitter levels, reducing levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and increasing production of endorphins, the happiness hormone. Which is why mental health issues are so high, we could go on about other issues we're facing in the current year compared to the 1970s. Poor sleep, social media, addiction, and excessive use of pills. But I'll leave it there for now. Leave in the comments if you want to see videos on these in the future, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks.